Ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at Fort Triumph, which is a sort of Heroes of Might and Magic meets XCOM type deal. I've played about 10 minutes just to kind of sort of get the bare bones basics down. Thought I'd do a video on it. If you guys are interested, I could maybe do a series. This was sent to me by the developer for free for review, though my opinions are my own and I was not paid. And I should note this is early access. This is pretty early in development. You will notice a lot of things like, you know, the battlefields are pretty similar or sometimes the exact same because they're not randomized very well and stuff like that. Just something to keep in mind. It's still being worked on quite early. I'm going to go ahead and just do a skirmish though. I checked out the goblins because these sounded like just like kind of normal druid types, the standard undead and then basic humans. So the goblins were like kind of sorts of the more interesting ones. So I think I'll go with them again. Just normal difficulty. I'll go with, yeah, sure, 3 players. Why not? And, yeah, sure. Crypt again. That's fun. This is basically what I just did. There's also some advanced settings that I can really customize and change stuff around. But, I'll leave it on default. And here we are in the geoscape. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of is generally it's kind of difficult to determine what something I can actually interact and do stuff with. And what I can't, but I guess at some point you just kind of get used to it. I'd prefer if I could hover like with like Control or Alt or Shift or something, just get the highlight going on all the time. But if you're familiar with Heroes of Might and Magic, that's very much what's going on with this currently. We have our little flag here being our little war band of sorts with 3 heroes in there. We have a mage, a ranger, and a paladin, I assume. Yeah, paladin. You can customize them a bit, not a whole lot, but better than nothing, I suppose. They get experience, they level up and stuff. There's gear that you can get at some point that increases their abilities and adds new abilities and such. They have little passive things, like this guy happens to be a sprinter, so he gets 2 speed on his first movement, minus 3 speed for all other movements in a turn. His general abilities are Hammer Strike, just a simple melee attack, 6 to 7 damage, can apply to the enemies, the objects, and it's only in melee range. He's also got Brace, where he takes half damage. Lift, which I think most everybody has, that just allows you to move a single target to a nearby tile. And he's also got Kick, which costs 2 action points, but it kicks a target away from the paladin. And he also just naturally has Attack of Opportunity. That's just, I think all paladins have that, it seems. Anybody moving away from an adjacent tile from you, you get a free attack on. So that's quite cool. As they level up, you can add more skills and eventually rank up some other skills. For now, we can't really do anything here. You just have a magic arrow. You've got Overwatch, Lift, and Whirlwind to push a target away. You can pull a target towards. You've also got Lift, Overwatch again, and Arrow Attack. So we got a little bit of that going on. Inside the town, there are 3 main menus here. Fort Guild for more just general like party improvement stuff, like increasing the party size a bit, getting more inventory slots, some more speed for everybody. Start with an extra action point at the start of a battle, which is actually pretty sweet, depending on the loadout of like where everything is. I'm going to go ahead though and go with party size because more dudes is always better. And that costs these medals, which is currently renown. You get renown from winning battles as far as I can tell, and presumably also like taking forts and stuff. I would imagine heroes, we can recruit more dudes. As I recruit them, it's just like automatically filled in with somebody else. They are all sprinters apparently. Oh, nope, never mind, you're tenacious. 1 offense and speed when outnumbered. That's kind of cool. I will grab this guy because he's different. Pulse attack, 2 action points, effects times 2, damage 3 to 4. So it's like a double attack type thing. You also get Brace and Lift and Kick and attack. You're like a paladin, but not. You probably level up, interestingly. We'll put you inside of our party. We can no longer have any more heroes. We have to build more forts to do that, and that is this main, huge, big main structure type deal. I can't build it because I need University 1. Upgrading this will also cost 500 of the red beat coins, apparently. And 3 magic, which I only have 2 of, and I'm not getting any more magic per turn. We have to find that out in the world. We also have a town hall that just provides us with coins. We can, for 500 coins, upgrade that to be 250 coins. I would very much like to do that. If this is anything at all like Heroes of Might and Magic, that is typically the very first thing you do is get your income up as high as possible, as early as possible. So that's what I'm going for. And down the road we can have more places, it seems like, which is cool. First little battle here, a few peasants, there's 4 of them. It says it's going to be easy. As far as I can tell, there's no way to see what peasants are or how they are at all before we engage, so we just kind of have to go into it, which is generally kind of fine. It's a little bit of a guess, but eventually you'll start to memorize it and just know, like, yeah, we can handle that. But once we're in battle, I can left click them and I can see what they've got and how they've got it and how far they can move. I think that might be just per action point. Maybe that's overall. I don't really know. Not a lot of movement on these guys, though. They've got a standard attack, costs 2 action points. It does 2 to 3 damage. They can also do far away lift, 2 tile range, and they can throw rocks, 2 damage, 11 range. So it'd be pretty cool if we could just take out all of them this turn, but I highly doubt we can. With our cool, like, kick ability and all that kind of stuff, we can do some pretty fancy things, like we could use Whirlwind, an example, and cast Whirlwind on this pillar and knock over the pillar. That would damage things that are in its way, and would also change the cover situation in that area. We can also, with lift up something, and stack stuff, and, like, create high cover that way. There's also these glowy things. I'm not really sure exactly what those are. I think maybe breaking those could be a cool thing. I'm gonna go for it with you. It's a bit of a waste, but I'll try it. Oh. Okay, so that's what you do. You're like a big singularity type deal. Like a little black hole type thing. Okay, well now I know. So if I like shoot that or something from afar, we can do cool stuff. I'm just gonna hang out here, I think, and overwatch. That's fine. And that's it. That's your turn. And for you, you can not quite make it to them. But I'll prevent them from getting very far, because if they want to come down, they'll probably be ending their turn around here. So we'll hang out, we'll brace also, so if they attack you, you take half damage. You're overwatching, it's fine. We got a button down here, you automatically overwatch and brace with everybody who can until and ends the turn. So that's quite nice. 63% chance missed. Fine, fair enough. There's some sort of a shout? Maybe he was alerted to us, I'm not certain. Oh, threw a rock at me. Bastard. Oh, they're all here. Not a whole lot of damage was done. That's fine. Let's get you up here and take out this guy, because since he's in melee range of my archer, we cannot shoot. He's sort of holding us down. Oh yeah, 2 attacks. Very nice. That's quite cool. Gonna go ahead and whirlwind the green vase into this dude's face. Good God. Wow. That was hugely effective. I wasn't expecting that at all. I see this guy's also in the way here, but we can simply just, like, step to the side and shoot him. We don't have to be very fancy with it at all. Gives you the rundown at the top of the screen with everything, so you know why your chance to hit is what it is. There's a... also the rundown over there, so you can at a glance see what your chance to hit people is and all that. That's quite cool. This dude just has 1 health? Huh. Okay. Tempted to kick him and see. Does this guy just go flying through everything too? Not hugely. Man, that was satisfying as hell. I like that. That's something I got to keep in mind. They just keep going. You can also grapple hook stuff. If I had moved you down here, I could have grapple hooked the environment. But, oops, I didn't. So, maybe next time. I think that's our turn, right? I think that's it. So, you did need to take that damage. It should be over by now. But I can redeem myself. Yeah. It's satisfying. It's cool. I like it. Like the interactivity with all of that. It really changes up the battlefield. It's cool. And the fact that I knocked over this tall pillar on its side to be a bit left, so there's half body cover there. And then if there's something else nearby, again, I could just like pick up and throw and move around, and you can customize the battlefield quite a lot. We got a B grade for that. I'm assuming the physics damage was a pretty huge part of that. So we got 40 renown overall, which is a pretty okay amount. And we can get the coin chest. 35 experience or 450 coins. I'm gonna go experience maybe? I don't know if that was a lot or not. Oh, we have 2 speed potions here. I'm not really sure where the experience went. Unless it maybe meant renown? I don't think so, though. Okay. I'll probably just end up taking the gold next time. Barrel, 125 coins or 2 magic. I'm gonna go magic. Oh, we get both. Fantastic. We got some skeleton weaklings here. 5 of them. It's a pretty good amount. Think we can handle it. But we don't have the time to do it quite yet. It gives me a baggy fur coat. Very interested in that. We'll try it. We don't have enough movement for it. But next time, we will try that. Upgrade the city hall for more income. That'll take a turn. And renown-wise, can't buy anything yet. Okay. That's that. Man, that's a fancy looking guy over here. A few footmen. 2 peasants and 2 footmans. Tier 2 guys, I think that is, right? Is that how that's doing it? Just tier 1 dudes? I think so. We'll do it. 5 versus 4. Should be pretty okay. I fought skeletons before when I was just messing around with the game just to see what it was. And they're not too terrible. They just have a standard attack that does 3 damage. That's it, that's all. They also have lift, I suppose, but man, what's the chance of them actually using lift? And I can't see what that is at all. Okay. Fine. We will, I think, just Overwatch with you, maybe? Like, run you out. Overwatch. I suppose... I think that's like creating an icy patch maybe or so. Like it's got little frostings coming out of it. I'm gonna kick it. Whoa. Okay, that really flew. Frozen, -1 speed for 2 turns. But stun protection? Okay. Fascinating. And just out of curiosity, if I were to kick you over now, do you just shatter completely? Nah. Alright. Look at that, more cover. It's cool, I like it. I think it's a neat thing, damn it. I like it at least, man. Can also like lift and move my own people around and stuff. That's a total possibility. I think we'll just Overwatch with you as well. From across the world, only 55% miss. Oh, from even further from the world, 52% miss. Yuck. Not a fan of them taking those ridiculous Overwatch shots. But the chance to hit, I mean, that's a coin flip chance. That's not so bad, really. You'd expect it to be a lot worse considering the distance. I'm kind of okay with it. So they're lining up really nicely for me here. Aw. Well, he just had to ruin it. Oh, why you doing that? Why you doing that? They were lining up nicely for me. Damn it. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna push you. Heck yeah. Okay. Cool. Do we have any? Oh, yeah, over here. Stunned, -2 action points and prevents attacks for 1 turn. Nice. So he's basically out. I'm just gonna run up on you, claw you a bit. Annihilated. Complete overkill. Who else do we got? Also have you. You can kick stuff. You have 3 AP. You're warning me you won't be able to fire from there. But that's not what I'm after. I'm gonna try to get fancy here. Yeah? And then you kick him into him. Oh. Boo. Boo. Ah, I was hoping he'd just like slam into him. Alright. Well. I'll be back here. Boo. Ah, I tried. A bit of learning and not really knowing exactly what does what and how it's going to affect other things. No, I wouldn't want to kick you. I'd ideally need to lift you and move you over. I think we just go simple with just attacking him in the face. I think we just do that. Just get him dead. Probably also him. We don't have to be fancy with it. We're not going for like min-maxing renown or anything like that. Although it would be nice. Oh, that's still on cooldown. Chance to hit? Only 32 because of the cover. Big time cover, down 30%. Ugh. So we'll just go around. Flank him a bit. Distance affecting it slightly, but that's fine. Slam. Is that it? That was it. A C grade. Yeah, it could have been a bit better, but oh well. 28 renown, I'll take it. And the baggy fur coat is ours. Adds +1 health and immunity to freeze/slime effects. Well, that sounds nice. I'll give that to my Paladin. No, the Paladin. And I guess this freak can have some speed and... I don't know, you also? Like, this is something I gotta drink. 5 speed for 2 turns. But, oh well. Are you level 2? Did you actually level? Ah, we've all leveled. Ah, perfect. We can rank up Magic Arrow. When hitting a unit, Magic Arrow absorbs health, healing the mage by 1. Okay. And to upgrade Whirlwind, that'll be level 5, reduces the cooldown. And Whirlwind Wall pushes up to 3 targets in a line, cannot miss. Mwah. But that's level 15. Or we got a new ability. Like Repulse, pushes all units and objects away from a tile. Like a reverse singularity. Cannot be used near melee units and cannot use while crippled. Also Telekinesis, move a single target to a nearby tile. Only 1 AP, 3-turn cooldown. And Empower. Empowers an ally for 2 turns, greatly increasing physics capabilities, allowing it to push/pull targets much further. Targets an ally. Okay. Okay. I think I want Telekinesis. Like, just teleporting a dude, 12 tile range, that's pretty good. I like it. Mobility and tactics games is always a really... Whoops, there's way more leveling to do. Always a good thing to do. You can upgrade your arrow attack to mark a target, increasing accuracy against it. And for this upgrade, we need level 3. So maybe next time. Rain. Wet, minus 40% friction, prevents burning, targets everything. Quenches fire, reduces friction. Objects and units are pushed further, lasts 2 turns. Prod, to push a unit 1 tile away, can't use it while crippled. And only usable against units. And Smoke Bomb, blinds targets in an area, blinds allies and enemies alike, halving their chances to hit. Minus 50% accuracy for a turn. Well, a lot of this isn't super great. I think maybe, like, Rain could be fun. I'm gonna go for Rain. It just sounds fun. And my Paladin. Encourage adds an action point to an allied or neutral unit. It costs an AP for you, but gives somebody else. And unlimited tiles. That's cool. Bolster, has the damage received from attacks rounding upwards, does not cost any action points. Bolstered, minus 50% damage received. Didn't you already have an ability basically like that? Brace. Ah. Well, I mean, it's free. Improves accuracy against enemies near the Paladin. The closer enemies are, the stronger the effect. Up to 67% accuracy against nearby enemies. Wow. Gonna go for Bolster, though. Like, that's pretty good. That just makes you significantly tankier. And for this dude, Charge. Can't use it while crippled. Charges in a straight line, going through small objects and walls and destroying everything in her path. Ooh. Cannot go through units or big objects. Okay, maybe. On killing an enemy, you become frenzied, gaining an extra action point. Ooh, but your melee attack costs 2, so you can't really do a whole lot. Grants an extra action point to the Savage. 3-turn cooldown. Target yourself. That would allow you to attack twice. I think I want Charge, though. That sounds fun. I'm going for fun sounding things. Okay, so that's that. Nothing else in this little area. That's sort of done. We can head down for this magic to grab that, because we needed a bit more for something. A Hermit Tent to provide accuracy bonus for the next battle. Something for a clique of Goblin Bombers. Got a tier 3 thing in it. I don't really want to mess with that. There's also some Spiderlings. 6 of them. Probably handle that next turn, sure. Money-wise, we need a Citadel. To get a Citadel, we need a University 1. To get to University 1, you have to demolish some stuff. So I'll spend 250 demolishing that. And we need 400 coins for magic. Not too bad. Okay, end turn. Should probably make another party at some point, just to increase our scouting capabilities. I'm a bit further on now. I'm on week 3, day 4, so almost week 4. I thought I'd like kind of jump ahead a little bit to show you sort of what the later on is like when we're not just fighting tier 1 and tier 2 stuff. I've been doing a little bit of exploring. I found a cage a little while ago that had a hero in it. The hero couldn't move though, so I had to create a little second party and pick him up. And so we have 2 parties going around, of which I don't think they have anything too wild going on. You've got a level available, apparently. I'd like if the level up thing stayed in this view so I knew who else had a level and how many points they've got. As far as I can tell, there's no way to tell how many points I have to spend available. Bloodlust. On killing an enemy, the Savage becomes frenzied, gaining an extra action point. That sounds great. You can, like, ambush people that way then, basically. And eventually get an action point for each kill, not just once per turn. Okay, this doesn't mention anything about once per turn. And then you get a dodge stance. The next attack on her will miss. Doesn't apply to AoE, though. Wow, okay. Holy shit, Bloodlust kind of makes them. Noted. Vigilant, though. They do Overwatch or Brace if we never attacked. You're pushy. Your physics abilities are a bit stronger. You push things a bit further. And Robin, an extremist, a rare one, always inflicts either minimum or maximum damage. Abilities with several attacks will either all hit or all miss, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like the sounds of that a lot. And my main hero army, I've got actually stuff equipped on them, like my paladin dude. We got a couple of these fur coats that stack, so you've got 16 health, because each one of them gives you +1 health. They also both give you immunity to freeze and slime, so that's a bit redundant. I'm really just putting that on for the health. My little berserker thing has offensive gloves, offense +1. Since you attack twice, I thought that'd be a cool thing. And a fairy dust jar. You mark a target for a turn, making them easier to hit. You can also send them to the nearest hub. What, instantly? Yeah, you went here, damn it. Whoa, shit, I'd like to have that here. Because, I got a bit of a situation going on here. We're about to be attacked by a couple enemy heroes. The Human Kingdom coming in with 2 mages and an archer, I think? And then this Human Kingdom coming in with, I'm not sure, an archer and a mage. Kinda nasty stuff. You think if I had moved up here and then sent them back to a hub, that would have been closer? I don't think so. I think this crypt is just simply too close. We can try it again, though. Maybe send you away. I'm not sure about the send unit to town thing. Ah, okay, now we're close enough. Cool. So with all of you guys around, I can't really look at what you've got and everything. But with all of you guys around, we might stand a bit of a chance because we also get a ballista here. And wow, I've got a lot of renown. Like a lot of renown. Overwatch Embrace only costs 1 AP to use. Woo! Reduces cooldown of all physics abilities by 1. 1 extra action point at the start of battle. +1 speed. More inventory slots. More party size. I think we get patience and tier 2 weapons. I think that's a pretty okay bet. So we'll see if these dudes actually end up attacking us. I've also got a second town, as you can see here. This is a really easy fight to get, though. It was just a few, like, level 1 heroes. No problem at all whatsoever. This has its own unique building chain. And I'd like to think also its own unique heroes that I can recruit, but our hero cap is still very much a thing, so I'm not really sure on that. But we have the otherworldly shooting range. Hit chances from regular range attacks of units are not affected by distance from the target, which is really good because that tends to be like 50 to 70% of the miss chance. A pretty huge amount of it. And also cover. But I think something bugged with the cover. If it's still happening, I'll mention it then, but something's weird with the cover system. Duration of buffs and debuffs inflicted is increased by a turn. The Rage Academy grants units Rage, which causes them to gain +1 damage. Yeah, +1 damage boost for 2 turns when you kill. Can stack with itself, which is pretty cool. It only lasts for 2 turns, unfortunately, but maybe it upgrades? And also just more damage by units. And Overwatch becomes resilient, preventing it from being cancelled upon hit. Like, cool stuff. I feel like if you had a big mix of the towns and everything, you'd be pretty much set. I do, though, wish that there were buildings that you build to bring in specific types of heroes. I think that would make things a lot more interesting. But it could also be that I can recruit different heroes here just naturally by default. But I don't know. I guess in the crypt, well, maybe in this, I can't upgrade the castle or the capital. That just is what it is. And University choose the best. Okay, none of that can be modified. So I'll just go ahead and build... I'll build the Bonesmithery there, I guess. Why not? It'll take a turn, but oh well. We'll see how this goes with this attack, if they're still going to go through with it. I don't think I had an army there before at all. Yeah, they're pulling back. Yeah, they're changing their mind. They're just looting stuff now. Okay, well, I'll create a party. Leave you behind, I guess. Ugh. Come on down and take a look at what else is happening down here. Yeah, we can attack. It's going to be pretty difficult, but I'll show you the hero battle. Because just seeing the game with like tier 1 and tier 2 units doesn't really do a whole lot for you, I feel. But they are kind of as we are. Ooh, they're high level. Shit, didn't notice that. 18 health. Oh man, I think I made a mistake here. Magic Arrow, Overwatch, Far Away Lift, Whirlwind, Fireball, Fire Blast, the Empower, Repulse. Ah, balls. Okay, well, we'll see. Ugh. Is there an example of the cover here? No, not really. But basically, like, no matter what I attack or how open they are, the cover is still cutting, multiplying by 0.6. Even though there is no cover. It's reducing my accuracy by 40%, which is pretty bizarre. Don't hugely understand that. But we will go for that, because knocking down the high cover is usually a pretty good bet. A lot of damage. I think we just Overwatch with you guys. I could also maybe pull you into this and that would daze you. The original attack didn't daze because all the heroes have passive stun protection, so the first stun is ignored. However, if I were to push something into this guy, that'd be one stun, and then he knocks back into that that wall, that'd be the second stun. So he'd still be stunned. So you can still work with it and make do. One of those things that, like, it sounds a lot worse than it really is. But yeah, I think I'm just going to fall back and Overwatch. Oh right, it only costs 1 AP to Overwatch now. Right. I forgot. Try it. Wow, okay. Well, she'll bleed at her turn then, because all of our weapons do bleeding damage. And yeah, you're okay to Overwatch. You're all that's left, really. I think I'll leave you here. We'll go for Bolster and Brace. Yep. Yeah, she's out already. That's good. You're taking the shots at him. 65% missed. Not entirely sure what all you just did. You got a lot of buffs going on, though. Refractive Skin always has at least half cover. Okay. Is that why the accuracy thing's fucked up? I never noticed that before. Maybe that's why. Because it's always like 0.6 and I never really knew why. And I guess it's, yeah, refractive skin. I never paid that much attention. Do the big ogre dudes also have that? They must, surely. Okay. You are overwatching. And you're not. So let's keep that in mind. With the world's longest ranges, nah, you can't. And you can't really pull anything into him. I think we counter their Overwatch by overwatching ourselves. Sort of standing out in the open a bit. I'm kind of okay with you just standing here with your shield up. I think just stay there. You could also run up with Beacon. Up to plus 67% accuracy against nearby enemies. You've braced, so the Overwatch shot will be used on you. Maybe. Let me think about that. Because do we have any, like, actual options here? I don't think so. I think we just overwatch. We'll just stay back. We'll just stay back. Just overwatch and brace with whoever can and just ignore. I think I need to pull you back to really do much. They're too far away. However, you we can run up to. We can kick you. It's a nasty kick. Does 6 delayed damage and also bleeds. Blam. Okay, the delayed damage didn't seem to actually apply. Fine. And also that thing falling at him didn't seem to hurt much. Oh yeah, he's braced, right? That's right. Okay. I forgot. We'll see about... Could, like, pull them into each other and stuff. Might be okay scooting up with both of you. Maybe even all 3 of you. Maybe. Leaves you out in the open. I might move you up in Overwatch. Yeah, 49, 59. 49, 40. Yeah, it's not the best. Stun the Berserker at least. Damn. Yeah, we'll just go for this shot here. It leaves you out in the open a little bit, which isn't ideal. You're overwatching. Fine. You can bolster. And also brace. We can't really nasty kick anything, but I can run up to you. Soak the Overwatch. I don't think I need to move you anywhere. I don't think that'll help any. Unless I can shove you back a tile? Nah. Okay. Go for that. Attack of opportunity, you'll knock him... No? Okay. Why'd that not trigger? Disabled on receiving damage. We'll... I'm tempted to Overwatch. Oh yeah, we can still just shoot. Right, Overwatch only costs 1. How do I keep forgetting that? Man, you'll bleed out. 30% fat chance. Oh my god. Hero. And you can only Overwatch, so fine. And you can just exist. Yeah, I forget some of the rules sometimes with stuff. That's the thing, but I think you just get used to it. Ah, and you've leveled. The arrow attack that heals, was it? Or... No, marks a target. Right. I guess we can try that. See how that goes. I think that was your shots. Missed. Are you still marked? Because that's what I want to know. Consistent? Not really. I think you had to hit to really mark him. That's okay. Bang. Only a C rating. But considering how out-leveled we were and considering my general misplay ability, I think we did kind of okay. And the hermit tent would have been a good thing to grab just before battle. Oh, a free bag of coins to steal. And a troop of priests. Wow. Yeah, pretty good troop. 5 of them. Ugh. Yucky. Some of the battles could get pretty nasty. But I think that concludes my quick look at Fort Triumph. If you guys are interested in it, let me know. I could see about doing something of a series. There was an update that brought a second part of the campaign in, I believe, not too long ago. But we could do the campaign or just kind of mess around generally with, well, with this, just the regular, like, skirmish things and check out other factions and see what they're like and everything. And I don't know. Let me know what you think. I like it. I think I would like to have again, a highlight thing that you can hold so you can see what you can and can't highlight everywhere on the map. Like, interact with and all that, because there's, like, I'm okay with just there being clutter and just general decorative stuff, but it blends in artistically with everything else that it's pretty difficult to see it, really. Yeah, they get their own heroes that you can get, so there's that also. Tenacious, consistent. Ice Cold has a chilling effect. Immune to fire and ice, suffers a permanent penalty of 2 to speed though. Attacks and physical abilities inflict frozen. Well, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, you're like a standard berserker guy, you're the casting guy, you're the paladin. So like, you do? But you don't at the same time. They're not unique. Maybe they've got like upgrades that are unique. Possibly. I'm not sure. I'd like to see something like that though, where they're more unique and they stand out though. So, you know, like Heroes of Might and Magic style, if you were to get the Necropolis city, you get the Necropolis units and the Necropolis building chain and everything that comes with that. And that's how it is. Your party suffered a morale penalty because, undead, and also eventually because, so many different factions are combined into one here. So you didn't want to do that too much. Then again, if your hero had like a really cool morale thing, then it didn't really matter. But that might be complicating things a little too much. I don't know. More of a faction identity aside from just the buildings would be kind of cool. Like, really, I think some of these buildings could really just be, allows you to recruit, you know, the Lich unit, and the Lich unit being unique to this town, or faction, or whatever. So if you want them, you have to do that. But if you just want a town just to make money, then, you know, go ahead and, you know, town hall it up and upgrade it to the city hell and all that, and just let it sit there. That's fine. I don't know. Still in early access. Very much interested in more of it. If you guys are too, definitely let me know. Let me know what you think of it. I would definitely be up for playing more of this, though, down the road.